All right, I need you to do two things. One, I need you to get out your review sheet so I can check your homework. And number two, I need you to work this problem. Which of the following is not a factor of this equation? So while you're working on that, get your homework out so I can check it, please.
Yes, sir.
I'll do it. Talk to him.
Well, tomorrow I'll be at Saturday. I know what you mean. Everybody in You guys got it yet? Tom?
I forgot what sheet we were.
You got four. No.
Can you just send it really quick? I don't know.
We went over it yesterday. So you actually did. I didn't do great. That one, I've seen you work on it, so I have to give you credit for that one. I'll give you one. One out of seven. You didn't do work. We went over that yesterday. We did problem in class. You got your notes, your class notes? Let me see your class notes. Wait, did we just? You're all excited.
Yes, I was gonna try it. But then I didn't know what it was, so it's like I used to add.
Well, I haven't done it
Left it by
yet.
itself.
Okay. So now I know.
Oh, no, this is find something. It doesn't say listen, this is find them. What are they? All right, one. social life too busy for that? Seven, that's good enough.
I couldn't really understand. What's the difference between this one and this one?
All right, Tom, you find it?
No, I can't find it.
All righty, so who got an answer for this?
C.
What'd you get, Bethany?
I got D.
D, you got D, you got C. We got a consensus? I only got 2 answers. That's not enough for a consensus out of a class of 24. What'd you get?
I agree with D.
D,
I got
D, D. Anybody else? Who didn't do it? Who didn't know how to do it?
Oh, wait, never mind, go to.
It is D, by the way. All right, how do you work this problem? It says which of the following is not a factor. How do you find out? One,
Well, first off, what I did is I looked at B, and that's the only one that I can make x equals 3. And then I did synthetic division of the third, and that showed me that 3 was actually one of them. Then I got x minus 3 parentheses, and then it's 4x squared plus 4x minus 3, and then I kept factoring, and then I got D as the one that's not.
okay, that's good. That's the correct
You know what I
approach. Yes, ma'am.
I use I think the rational root theorem where you take the constant, you do the factors of that, and then the factors of the leading coefficient,
Right?
and then I just tried those in the synthetic division.
That's perfect. That's the exact approach you should take. So if you're having problems with this, the first thing you do is you use the rational root theorem. You get the factors of 9 on the top, you put the factors of 4 on the bottom. That lists all the possible roots, and you can narrow it down a little bit more. How do you do that, Lillian? Lillian and I worked after school yesterday. How do you limit the number of things that you have to test?
You can pencil out like.
It repeats itself, but remember we used
Oh, you use Descartes.
Descartes' rule of signs will actually help you narrow down which ones to test. Because if Descartes' rule says that you've got, it's a third degree polynomial, and it says there's 2 positives and there's 1 negative, which one would you test first? Positives, you got two chances out of all the factors to find it, and that narrows down your choices. So Descartes' rule actually helps you narrow down choices really quick to find out which ones to test, to find. Does that make sense? All right, let's go to the next one. D is the correct answer. So now I want you to do the same thing, which is not a factor of this equation. Same process. I'm going to come around and check and make sure you're working. So let me see it. All right, I'm gonna go through this nice and slowly, because how many people are really having problems figuring this out? I got 1, 2, 3, anybody else? 4? I got 4 people.
Can you give us like 1 more minute?
I'll give you another minute, and then we'll go through it, but I want to see if we get a consensus. Now, if you recognize that you're having problems in this class, what's your responsibility?
Coming after school.
Come in after school. If you've got questions and you know that you're having problems with it, you guys should come in after school and say, hey, I need some help. That's your responsibility as a responsible student to come in and say, hey, I need some help. 'Cause that's what I'm here for, is to help you. But if you don't ask for help, I can't help you, can I? So, everybody, we gave you another 30 seconds? You close to solving it? Who's got a solution already? Give me your hand. You got 1? I want to get at least 4 people that solve it first. 2? What'd you get? Oh, I thought you were ready. Anybody else get the answer? I got 3 people. It's C. All right, so I'm gonna show you, because we got a couple people in here that still don't understand how to approach the problem. I'm gonna show you how to do it, okay? So again, what's the first thing you should do? The theorem thingy. Can we be a little bit more specific? Descartes' rule of signs. Everybody say Descartes.
Descartes.
That's not hard, is it? You got Descartes, you know, you're pushing Descartes. You're pushing Descartes, the baby cart, okay? That's a way to remember his name, Descartes. So the Descartes' rule of signs says how many possible roots can I get out of this?
5.
3.
Oh,
3.
2.
Because
Oh, 3. Oh.
the degree of the polynomial is degree 3, so I'm going to get 3 roots.
Yeah.
Can't have 4 because it's a 3rd degree polynomial. I can only get 3. Does that make sense?
Yes.
All right, so what I need to do is I need to look at Descartes' rule of signs. So first of all, let's see how many positive real roots I got. There's a plus there, so I've got 1 there, there's a sign change, and there's a sign change, right? So I've got 2. So I got 2 or 0 real roots. How many negative roots do I have? How do I find out?
Negative f.
Negative x, what do I write down for negative f of x?
Negative x cubed.
I'm going to go over here. Negative x cubed
Positive, plus 9x squared.
minus 9x squared.
Squared.
Because when you square the minus x, it turns positive, but it doesn't affect the coefficient.
Plus 5x.
Plus 5x plus 45. So how many sign changes are there?
1.
1. So does it make more sense to test positive roots or negative roots?
Positive.
Positive, because I got a twice chance of getting a positive root than I do for a negative root. So that helps me determine which ones I need to test first. Does that make sense? You get that right? Make sense? Yes.
So you technically only change the plus or minus if it has an odd exponent? Like you would only change the 3rd and the 1st?
Correct.
Okay.